Chief Operation Officer and Chief Product Officer at i4T Global.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a story. This happened in early 2020, just before COVID locked us all down. We had a workshop followed by a presentation to a leading real estate company. We were addressing the senior management team. And this session went really well. It was very well received. And we had people from the audience telling they can't wait to get started. So I was really pumped. And this is when one of the senior property managers stood up. In front of everyone, she said, "Sachi, we love your software." I thought this is going to be good news. And she said, "It looks very user-friendly, it's very colorful, and you seem to have advanced features like compliance management to select right supply for the job." And she said, "But we have a very big problem." Can anyone guess what this problem she's going to talk about? It's this. She said, "If you roll out your software, Sachi, I would no longer get my Christmas hamper from my favorite suppliers." This is a true story. So because of this Christmas hamper, our deal didn't go through. Well, this is the reality. And what happened after that? COVID happened. And we were all locked down. We were asked to figure out how to carry out our work from home. Well, not all of us had our system in the cloud. We had legacy systems that we were taken for granted. I mean, it worked, right? We all had to go to office and we were accessing our systems. So this is when not only this real estate company, but the whole industry and the entire world started to suffer because we had legacy systems you could not access from home. Property managers could not access their systems to issue court requests and work orders, and field service suppliers could not get their jobs through, so they couldn't carry on. Similarly, the property occupants, people like you and I, tenants, residents, we had problems lining up with no solutions. And what did we do? We used this window to further polish our i4T Global FSM ecosystem. We refined our product classifications. We defined our product extensions. And we connected with industry giants like Procore, Urbanize, Console Cloud, PropertyMe. And also we brushed up on our compliances. We became ISO 27001 certified. We have global ambitions, so we want to be GDPR compliant. We did our homework and we pushed our bar higher. And when you look at FSM, we know it talks about, it caters to lots of industries, as we had addresses from yesterday and today, catering to telecommunications, utilities, construction, energy, transportation, healthcare, and many more. But we as i4T Global, being industry agnostic, our current focus is specifically on these industries. We focus on real estates, strata, facilities management, and we focus on construction industry. Also, we focus on service industries such as EV charger installation and network rollouts. When we dig a little deeper, we understood these industries have segments within, and we break them down to authorized service agents, field service supplier, and property occupant. So the authorized service agent is someone like a real estate manager, a property manager, a strata manager, a services manager. And field service suppliers, our friends, our technicians, our electricians, our plumbers, our HVAC technicians, EV charger technicians. And the property occupants are the tenants, landlords, not owners. And if we dig further, we figured out each of these segments have their unique problems. And these problems that authorized service agents face are very different to what field service suppliers face. And that's different to the property occupants' problems as well. Because a property manager would wonder, main problems like, I'm losing the end-to-end customer experience when I pass on a work order. And I'm wasting a lot of time coordinating between court requests, work orders, juggling between tradies and tenants and having to manage the customer experience across the board. And also they worry about the overall quality of the delivery and the compliances of suppliers. And suppliers have a different set of problems. They worry about, am I gonna get more work done? Am I gonna get more jobs from this real estate company? How am I to have the most optimized scheduling and routing to get the best done from my limited resource pool? As Paul was referring earlier, resources are very scarce at the moment. And the tenants, well, we are used to the best of technologies today. We demand the best. We want the best of transparency. We want the best of user experience, so we demand that level of privacy, confidentiality. So these problems are very unique to each of the segments out there. And there are solutions available. There are software solutions for property managers, authorized service agents. And there are also software solutions for field service suppliers to carry on their work. Tenants, occupants, they do have solutions as well. But there is one big problem remains untapped. What's that? We didn't find many solutions combining these three together. That's what we do with i4T Global. Our ecosystem connects authorized service agents, field service suppliers, and property occupants together with our primary product verticals, i4T Maintenance, i4T Business, and i4 Tradies. We create synergies amongst them. And we do this by building our product ethos on these 4 tenets: efficiency, transparency, compliance, and safety. And everything we do is based on these 4 tenets. Let me take you one by one. Efficiency. How do we cater efficiency? We look at things like assistive technologies such as voice. Well, it can help you cut down lots of time taken to key in and correct typos. And we provide real-time updates, so you don't need to keep refreshing your email to see whether your supplier sent something across. You get notified at the right time with the right information, not to bombard you with too many. And dynamic scheduling to get the best task allocation and resource allocation done. Also, GPS optimization. When you have lots of work across different locations, finding that optimum route as well as looking at the real-time traffic conditions, it can save a lot of time. Similarly, self-service mobile applications. This brings power back to your consumer. They are in charge. They feel safe, secure, in charge, in control. Advanced notifications. This is one of my favorites. If I ask all of you to take your mobile phones out now, you'll have a huge array of notifications from different apps. So we did not want to flood you with too many notifications. We notify you only with what you need to know at the exact time that you need to know. This focuses on efficiency across the board. Let's look at transparency. I mentioned that we combine authorized service agents, field service suppliers, and property occupants together. So that creates a synchronous communication ecosystem. Everyone is connected. No one is left behind. And with the real-time updates, everyone gets updated at the right time that they need to be updated. And we provide detailed progress visibility. So property managers, strata managers, facilities managers, they don't need to worry about lack of information, lack of transparency, lack of access to information. They are informed in detail. And everyone's favorite, real-time location tracking. We are used to the Uber experience as we were referring to yesterday. So you can track your supplier real time. Compliance. We take compliance very serious. And this is a very complicated topic. When we were first trying to build a compliance management algorithm, we figured that it's going to be really comprehensive / complicated. We wanted it to be comprehensive but not complicated. So we wanted it to be user-friendly. So we made it very intuitive, allowing you to automate your compliance management with your suppliers. And also we kicked in your WHS, OHS management to bundle it up. And safety, this is something we take very seriously. Because safety is different to a field service supplier, to an authorized agent, to a property occupant. These are different perspectives. Let me take an example. Think about a property occupant. Let's look at an example where I think of a single mother living in a unit. You had 2 kids with you. it's late in the night, something starts sparking. You're worried, you need to get a technician to fix this. But you are concerned about what kind of a technician is going to come to your unit to fix this problem. So using i4T's platform, this tenant can demand, I want someone with police clearance. I want someone with working with children certificate. And I don't want just to say they have it, I should be able to click and see it. That's safety for them. That's bringing them confidence. And similarly, property occupants sending these requests, authorized service agents can real-time verify the details and approve the requests. And the field service supplier can get safe routing navigation paths, and it is transparent to everyone. Everyone feels safe and secure. This is the next generation of customer experience, and as a lot of our competitors and our colleagues referred to earlier, we cannot take customer experience as just an optional element. Everything is based on customer experience now. Because no one is willing to accept a below average product and be satisfied with it. Those days are gone, right? Because we are used to Uber, Netflix, Airbnb like solutions. So we demand the same in FSM as well. And that's exactly what we focus with i4T Global's primary 3 product verticals. We bring that Uber experience, we bring that Airbnb experience, we bring that Netflix experience to field service management. Let me take an example. Pika Group, Australia's leading property services provider since 1948. If you were here last year at the FSM Summit, we had the luxury of having Pika senior management addressing us, telling how excited they were regarding the ongoing transformation with i4T Global. And this year, it's unfortunate they can't make it here due to conflicting priorities, but I'm happy to break the news that we have now completed this digital transformation journey, bringing them out of legacy to cloud, to mobile-centric, customer experience-centric i4T Global ecosystem. Across 32 branches, across 8 strata companies, we have completely transformed them. And when you're working on large-scale projects like this, you know, it's not the most easiest, right? Because you have the resistance, because it's not just the cognitive challenges, emotional challenges that I mean, we are not just transforming technology, we are transforming people. And most importantly, rather most of the time, your middle management, your junior management, they resist. The fear of unknown kicks in, right? But we saw the exact opposite happening with Pika's transformation, because we had a very systematic rollout plan, one strata company at a time, one branch at a time. And we heard from Pika's senior management saying there's internal pressure being created. Some strata companies are saying, can we be the next to roll out with i4T? And because of this push and pull, we were able to complete the rollout faster than we initially anticipated. And this is a beautiful example how technology can transform giants like Pika Group. They brought efficiency and cost reduction across the board. And BSA, as beautifully presented by my friend Paul earlier, we are delighted to be partnering with BSA as the FSM technology services provider, primarily focusing on the EV charger installation business as well as the network rollouts with software-defined wide area networks. And we can't wait to come back next year to tell how this success story unfolded. Today, we no longer can take field service management as a cost center. It is an opportunity center. It is a relationship building center. And most importantly, it's a trust building center. Your mobile workforce has the power to upsell, cross-sell, and increase interactions with your consumers, your customers. And for them to do their job right, we have to empower them with the best mobile-centric, customer experience-centric field service management software out there. Mobile applications are no longer companion applications. They are the primary interaction interface across the board. And that's what we excel as i4T. So I would like to invite all of you to visit the expo, join our booth, let's have a chat and see how we can help you transform your business and your customers to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you, Sachi. If we can put the questions on the screen now. This may take a moment.
We can wait.
Oh, there we go. How did you plan your mobile apps? Did you first develop only the cloud-based web application and later introduced mobile apps for each solution?
That's a very good question. Actually, this is how you would think one would do mobile transformation, but this is the wrong way of doing it. Because what happens is if you first build your cloud web client-focused apps and then try to add on a mobile app, it doesn't become mobile-centric. It becomes a complementary app. It becomes just an extension. So you do not think mobile. Now when it comes to i4T, we focus on being mobile first because there's one thing to have a mobile app and a completely different thing to have a user-friendly, intuitive, today's latest UX standards met mobile app. So we decided from the ground up to be mobile first. Then if someone is not on the mobile, you have the luxury of a real estate larger than a mobile screen in front of your, maybe at your home, at your office. It can extend the experience, but it is mobile first. We decided from the very beginning to be mobile first, and for people when they are not on the mobile, for them to get a great experience.
Thank you, Sachi. Next question we have here is, how did you manage to introduce so many advanced features while not losing the simplicity of the design and UX?
I love these questions. I'm a UX guy, so I design in my dreams as well. So, as I mentioned, it's easy for us to complicate things. I mean, life is all about too many complications. And everyone is an expert at complicating things, adding things, making things difficult or more time consuming. But the challenge is, how can you make things simplified, right? So this is when, as even Elon Musk refers to, you need to go back to the first principles of thinking. I would like to take this example. Someone spoke yesterday about NASA, during the space program, had the challenge with the ballpoint pen. They couldn't write with the zero gravity, right? So they put a special team to figure out, to come out with a new ballpoint pen that would work with zero gravity, whereas Russians took a pencil, right? It has to be solution-minded. It's not the problem-minded. You need to look at what's the expected outcome. And there are many ways to get there. So you need to get out of your linear thinking. You need to get out of your cognitive thinking. Focus on emotional thinking. Focus on what kind of emotions your customers would like to have. Sometimes unlearning is the best learning.
Thank you. We have another question here. When are you planning to expand to other market segments beyond the 4 you called out?
We would like to do it yesterday. Well, we all are limited by the resource bandwidth. If you try to do things too fast, your nuts and bolts gonna loosen up and your vision becomes a dream that is never achieved. So we want to do it constructively. And yes, we are very ambitious, but we want to take microscopic, solid steps so we can build constructively and not to collapse while trying to expand faster. Because one thing to build something, it's a completely different language to scale a business. So we are consciously understanding our limitations, because this is one of the biggest mistakes. Me as a startup mentor, I understand lots of startups are failing because they try to do too many things. You need to get your basics right, focus on your strengths. That's exactly what we excel at i4T Global. As a startup with great ambitions, we constructively build layer at a time. Yeah.
That makes sense. Does your product have route optimization?
Absolutely, yes. Come to our booth, we'll do a demo.
That's great. I think that's all the questions we have here. Thank you very much, Sachi.
Thank you very much.